violence is not exciting, no question. Being a black man is demanding. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning. With that self-determination.
What's up, guys? Knowledge is self-determination. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this story or not, but I thought it was pretty interesting, so I'm gonna go ahead and run it through real quick. Former Kentucky police official allegedly sent racist messages to recruit. Todd Shaw performed well as assistant police chief for the town of Prospect, an affluent bedroom community outside Louisville, Kentucky, Prospect Mayor John Evans said. And this is a CNN article, as you can see, written by Ralph Ellis. Quote, he had a clean record, commendations, and during the years he was here, there were no black marks on his record, blah, 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 blah. He's a veteran, lost a job after city officials say they learned in a roundabout fashion, just a roundabout fashion, right? Okay, for instance, Shaw told a Louisville police recruit it was okay to shoot teenagers caught smoking marijuana if they were black, according to a letter written by Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell that describes the communications. The letter, dated August 31st, was made public after a judge's ruling last week. Shaw also allegedly wrote Facebook messages saying public housing projects should be leveled and that the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. was a racist womanizer. Quote, but because someone shot him, I get a day off with pay each year, so I will take it, end quote. The letter from O'Connell quoted a Shaw Facebook message as saying, O'Connell sent the letter detailing Shaw's message to the Prospect mayor. Shaw was suspended in September and resigned in November. After the judge's ruling, O'Connell made his letter about Shaw's message public. It was apparent they were bought in a joking manner, end quote. Sherrard said of Shaw's alleged remarks. These aren't alleged remarks. These are his actual fucking remarks. See, alleged means that it may or may not be his remarks. We need to look into this further. In fact, let me just do this for you guys real quick. Just real quick. Allege of an incident or a person said without proof to have taken place or to have a specified illegal or undesirable quality. Just real quick. Declared or stated to be as described, asserted, doubtful, suspect, supposed. You know what I'm saying? The alleged murderer could not be located for questioning. Asserted, not a fact, just asserted. Resting on a statement or claim unsupported by evidence or proof, right? But the fact that this was his Facebook account and these messages were sent from his Facebook account, and the fact that he resigned without defending these statements make these statements not alleged. This is a fucking fact. He said these things. He feels this way. It's not alleged. But we see how the media always bends and shapes things when it comes to white Americans. I'm sorry, but they do that. Everything they get caught red-handed doing is always alleged. It's always alleged, even though it's proven that these are his messages that he sent this recruit. Anyway, let me get back to it. It was apparent that, okay, joking manner, let's see, alleged remarks. Quote, though it sure isn't funny in any shape, form, or fashion, end quote. The messages even caught the attention of the music world. Rapper Snoop Dogg posted on Instagram Sunday, expose his bitch ass. Basically, fuck that. Fuck him. Anyway, public versus private. The racist remarks were made in private Facebook messages from Shaw to one other person, authorities said. They were not posted as comments on Facebook pages that all his friends could view. So that makes him not a racist? Shaw had argued in court that the messages should not be released because of their private nature, but a Jefferson County Circuit Court judge, ruled against Shaw. Because when you post comments, pictures, or anything on social media, any social media platform, read the agreement. Read those agreements. So if they want to release it to the fucking police, they're going to. While the court understands how embarrassing the documents may be to Shaw personally, they are not of the private nature intended to be shielded from public disclosure, end quote, Judge Judith McDonald Berkman wrote in her opinion. Quote, the documents reveal opinions and prejudices that bring into question Shaw's integrity as a law enforcement officer who has been entrusted to serve and protect all members of society. That public concern is magnified based on Shaw's rank of assistant chief. I think that was excellently put. Now let's look at some other comments that Shaw said. And yeah, black and shoot. Yeah. This is from The Guardian, by the way. I was trying to look at. Okay. So here's another quote from him. Fuck the right thing. If black, shoot them. End quote. Assistant Chief Todd Shaw wrote in response to a younger officer's query, part of what the Jefferson County Attorney's Office described as a pattern of quote-unquote highly disturbing, racist, and threatening Facebook messages from Shaw. A pattern. A pattern. Now, you see in this article, they're not talking about anything being fucking alleged. They're saying that this is a pattern of racist and prejudiced remarks coming from this officer. Not alleged. Not alleged. Yeah. Nearly 30-year veteran, blah, blah, blah. I think that's all I wanted to read about this article here. And let's go to the next article. Yeah, fuck the right thing. Shaw allegedly wrote, if black, shoot him. Fuck the right thing. Here we go with this word allegedly again, but let's continue on. Authorities claim Shaw made other racially threatening statements, which include instructions on how to handle the juvenile parents. Now listen to this. You guys are going to love this. If mom is hot, then fuck her. Shaw allegedly wrote, if dad is hot, then handcuff him and make him suck my dick. Unless daddy is black, then shoot him. Shaw allegedly wrote. They're saying allegedly. Again, remember the last article. Pattern. This is a pattern. This is a pattern of... boy, let me go back to this one. Let's see. Yeah, the racist shit he said about Martin Luther King. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get into my opinion of this, right? I'm trying to figure this out. Why exactly is it that white supremacists always try to project their racism onto black people? Martin Luther King of all people. I mean, yeah, Martin Luther King Day was just recently. Yes, this is true. However, and Martin Luther King Day is actually Martin Luther King's birthday. But anyway, they always try to make you seem like Martin Luther King was racist. What racist thing did Martin Luther King ever say about anyone? Listen to some of Dr. King's speeches. Listen to his speeches. He wants little black boys and little white boys and girls to be able to walk hand in hand with each other in peace and harmony. These are things that he said. Sure, towards the latter part of his life, he started to change his tone a little bit and not just asking for integration or equality, but then he started asking for reparations, a severance package for black people who had been enslaved for over 400 years in this country. Officially, they don't count Jim Crow as slavery, even though it was another 100-year extension on slavery. Slavery 2.0, actually. How was Martin Luther King racist? He was one of the most non-violent civil rights activists during his time. But they always want to make the claim that he was racist to project and cover up their own racism. Right? He was a womanizer. I'm not going to get into all of that because now that shit is all alleged. All of that shit is alleged. But even if he was, how in the fuck does that excuse this racist scumbag from saying the things that he said about if you catch a teenage kid smoking marijuana, shoot them if they're black? Now, this is why I make so many messages to my people. This is what we have to deal with. We are dealing with internal terrorism, black people. This man is a fucking terrorist. If you are a white supremacist, consider yourself a terrorist. Fanatical white nationalists are the #1 threat to American peace and sovereignty. But yet, the FBI has created a Black Identity Extremist Task Force and not a Ku Klux Klan neo-Nazi White Identity Extremist Task Force. It's interesting. It's interesting. Out of the last 17 terrorist attacks in this country, 14 of them have been by white people. Look at the massacre in Vegas. That was a horrific scene. Black people didn't do that. Black people aren't even allowed to have those kind of guns, and not that many of them. But anyway, this is what we have to deal with in this country. Black people, be on guard. Please, be on guard, because this is what we have to contend with. This is our daily battle. Every day, this is what we have to fight against. Racism. Overt, blatant racism. It's not a joke. It's not funny. Our lives are in danger. Our children's lives are in danger. We need to start defending and protecting ourselves and get back to a point where we are defending and protecting our own communities, our women, our children, and our elderly. Because these are the people that white supremacists go after more than anything. That's who they go after. That's who they want to victimize. You understand what I'm saying? The sick, psychotic, sociopathic mentality of these fucking race soldiers. They think this shit. I'd say virtually all of them think these kind of things. Or similar things. Remember, the police, just like I was listening earlier today at KRS-One, that's the sound of the police. The fucking police are the patty rollers, the watchers, you know what I'm saying? The overseers. They made that transition from the plantation overseers, the watchers, the patty rollers, to the police. Of course, they have been given more tasks so far as civil peace and things of that nature, protecting and serving, the civil code and all that stuff. Sure. But their modus operandi is to eliminate threats. And black men, black people have been seen as a threat to this country. Not because black people are threatening white people, but because white people, and this is some real shit, white people are afraid that black people are going to want revenge on them for what they have done to us and what they continue to do.
We're scared. We're scared of black retribution. We're scared of black vengeance. We're scared shitless, and we always have been. Since day one, we put our hands on black people. Grabbed them, snatched them up, put them on a boat, and made them our own fucking personal slaves and assistants for no pay.
I'm telling you, that's what white people are afraid of. It's a guilt complex. And I think it's systemic in most of them, especially the racist ones. They have this systemic, unbridled guilt. But they are so arrogant and obnoxious that they project their guilt and the shit that they feel towards themselves onto other people like us. It's very interesting. Let's see. The two also made racist comments about pictures they exchanged. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to just read this part here and I'm going to let you guys go. But I just want you guys to really understand the mind state of these assholes. In another exchange, the unnamed recruit joked he would buy up all the properties around Shaw's home and rent to Section 8, a low-income housing voucher program. Shaw replied, quote, I like thugs sex anyway, end quote, and, quote, I need target practice. Okay, he's a fucking pervert. The two also made racist comments about pictures they exchanged, as in one where the recruit posted a picture of a black man and woman with afros. The recruit asked, quote, does this hair make it look like I have a gun in my hand, end quote. To which Shaw replied, quote, to me, yes, end quote. Jefferson County Attorney Michael Connell, whose office uncovered these remarks, or the remarks, said in a statement, quote, any individual who shares such blatant racist views should not be given a badge, a gun, and a position of authority, end quote. He added, quote, this type of bias from one officer gives a black eye to the countless policemen and women who do great work in our community each day. But the thing that Mike O'Connell and most liberal white people in this country overlook is the fact that the majority of fucking cops, white cops, in these police stations that work for these police forces are fucking racist. And even more of them are white supremacists. The two can go hand in hand. This isn't an individual thing. And I really want you guys to understand that this is how the media is always going to spin it. This is how white liberals are always going to spin this shit. This one guy, one officer gives a black eye to the countless policemen and women. No, when you're in the community and you're interacting with the police officers, you know the good ones from the bad ones because they show themselves to be who they are. No, see, the thing is, it's people like Todd Shaw who shed a light on the fact that police departments and the officers are covering up these attitudes that is carried and held by the majority of the fucking white officers. And that is not a fucking lie, that is a fact. The blue wall. They got each other's backs. Even the black cops know not to fucking rat out the white cops because cops go around and murder other cops for spilling their secrets. But anyway, I just wanted you guys to, if you weren't told about the story or left in the dark, I wanted to basically introduce you guys to this story. Go ahead and do some more research on it if you want, but fuck Todd Shaw, fuck that bitch ass recruit, and fuck everybody who's gonna defend him because you know what's coming. But that's all I got for now, man. Like, learn, and subscribe. This is your boy Nam with Self-Determination. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your children, protect your women. Black men, stand the fuck up, man. Stop being suckers. Pull your pants up. Know what I mean, stop dyeing your hair blonde and go back to being real men. I mean, real talk, man. Seriously.
So what is it about fear, pride? Me, I'm back. People have a great fear of black people. We're gonna roll the clip. Well, it's me, I'm back again, here to talk about fear, pride, arrogance, narcissism, all that good stuff. So what is it that stops so many white people from wanting to change their hearts in regards to race and wanting to see the reality and come out of denial? What is it that keeps us stuck right there in that comfortable position of untruth? Well, I think part of it is fear. Another part of it is greed. Greed in that we don't want to lose dominance. We don't want to lose power. We don't want to lose privileges. We don't want to lose benefits that the system of white supremacy has created here in America for white people. We don't want to lose none of it. We're scared. We're scared of black retribution. We're scared of black vengeance. We're scared shitless, and we always have been. Since day one, we put our hands on black people. Grabbed them, snatched them up, put them on a boat, and made them our own fucking personal slaves and assistants for no pay. We did all that. You goddamn right, we're scared. We're scared of losing what we got. We're scared of losing our positions. And we're scared of retribution. So we got a lot of fucking fear, man. Yeah, we do. You hear me, white brothers and sisters? A lot of fucking fear. We're scared. We always have been. You see a black man walk down the street, you lock your doors, you check making sure he ain't gonna hurt you, you clutch your purse. We're scared. So what we do? Lock them up, throw them in jail. World's largest prison population of black folks right now. It's right here in this fucking country. Wonder why? We're fucking scared. Even the fucking police officers, the coward police officers that kill unarmed black people are scared. We're scared of that retribution, scared of that black vengeance. And then we project, then we pretend and project that black people are as racist as white people. Who the fuck ever taught a black person black supremacy? The first thing a fucking black person learns is why it's wrong to be a supremacist. They deal with that shit their whole fucking life. Why the fuck would they want them to act supreme? I ain't never heard a black person go around acting superior because of the color of their skin. If anything, they do the opposite. It's white people that are taught. I ain't saying black people can't hate. I ain't saying black people can't be angry. But hell, if they do hate, it's a hate that hate produced. It's a anger that anger produced from white supremacy, a culture, and a system of white supremacy. So yeah, black people are angry. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. The point is, face your fear, face your greed, so that we can fucking have a more peaceful country, a more peaceful world. Until white people face that greed that they have. Oh, I gotta be on top. I gotta keep my white privilege. Oh God, I'm scared that the black people gonna kill me. They gonna come get me. They gonna snatch me up the way we did them. They gonna do all that dirty shit to me that white people have done to them. Stop being so fucking scared, man. Man up, woman up. Let's face reality. White supremacy is real. Our country is a country of white fucking supremacy. Yes, sir, it is. It always has been. Let's face it. Let's do something about it. Let's take some fucking responsibility. Act up, speak up, vote. Do what you gotta do. Be active. Protest. Get in the fucking streets. White people have to change their fucking culture of white supremacy. If we don't, it will destroy us all, and it already is.
Sit-down philosophy, you'll have a sit-down thought pattern. And as long as you think that old sit-down thought, you'll be in some kind of sit-down action. Think of the image of someone sitting. An old woman can sit. An old man can sit. A chump can sit. A coward can sit. Anything can sit. Well, you and I have been sitting long enough, and it's time today for us to start doing some standing.